Hello everyone, welcome back to Cultural Trails, a podcast that will invite you to explore the richness of Indonesian art and culture. This time, we will discuss the diversity of Nusantara art and culture, and I'm accompanied by two extraordinary speakers, Ulfa, a batik artist, and Pira, a cultural research from the University of Indonesia. Good morning, Ulfa and Pira.
Morning, Ichal. Nice to join you.
Good morning, Ichal. Nice to join you.
Alright, without further ado, let's get started starting with Ulfa. As a batik artist, how do you think batik has evolved over time yet still maintains its essence?
That's an interesting question, Ichal. Batik has indeed undergone an extra-traditional transformation from traditional motifs that are full of philosophical meaning. Now batik is present various modern and contemporary design. However, the essence of batik remains, namely the complication and artistic process of making it, as well as the philosophy contained behind its motif. We can see new motifs, but the natural dyeing technique and the canting process remain its characteristic. What is important is to maintain the noble value contained therein.
Okay, um, Pira, from a cultural research perspective, what is the role of batik in preserving Indonesian culture?
Batik is not just a cult ritual, it is a representation of Indonesia cultural identity that is recognized worldwide. The motif hold long story and history, reflecting local windows, belief, and aesthetic forms of Indonesia society. Preserving batik art means preserving a very valuable cultural heritage. This preservation effort is not only carried out heroic education and socialization for the younger generation so that they understand and appreciate the cultural heritage of her ancestors.
That's right. Now, let's talk more broadly. Ulfa, apart from batik, Indonesia, arts and culture are very diverse. What do you think is the biggest challenge in preserving our abundant arts and culture?
There are indeed many challenges, Pira. One, what is globalization which brings strong foreign cultural influence? The younger generation is sometimes more interested in popular culture from abroad, so that local culture is marginalized. Then, the lack of application and support from the government and society is also unavoidable. We need to increase public awareness of the importance of preserving art and culture, as well as provide more concrete support to artists and cultural actors.
Yes, I agree with Miss Ulfa. In addition, we also need to innovate in promoting arts and culture. We can combination traditional art with modern technology. For example, by making animated videos that tell the story behind batik motifs or making batik merchandise and that is attractive to young people. These innovation ideas are very interesting. So, the key to preserving arts and culture is collaboration between the government, the community, and the artists themselves. Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for Ulfa and Pira for your valuable time and insights. Hopefully, our discussion today can inspiration you all to appreciate and preserves the richness of Indonesian art and culture. See you in the next episode of Cultural Trail.